The name of the show is Stories True and Fictional.
Mm-hmm.
We have a story, and I do believe I've read this a few times, and I'm in two minds. So again, I'll throw it out there in terms of true or fictional.
Yes,
I haven't read it at all. So
someone sent it in by sending an email to thetrueandthefictional@gmail.com. And as per the rules, as we state at the start of this episode and at the start of every episode, if you have a story, send it to thetrueandthefictional@gmail.com. And someone has.
I think we must be doing something right now. See, look, Chris comes on board and suddenly we start getting...
Yeah.
Because I bring what people want to hear. Incest.
I must say, I'm not gonna. I love this podcast. I think I was been here from day one. There was only one episode I wasn't on, but I am enjoying this format a lot more. I think it's similar to a lot of podcasts that I listen to, where it's three people just having a conversation, disagreeing, agreeing, whatever. I am actually enjoying the new format. So
excellent. That's good to hear. All right, here it is, guys. The story, as I read it. Let us go with a Swedish accent for this one. Two of my drunk friends go into the bathroom together since they really had to pee. Actually, I was Indian. I'm not
going to say, why are you
it went a little Indian.
Why are you gone Indian? Just read it into Christopher.
I'll read it in my Christopher voice because I went weirdly Indian there for a second. Anyway,
what are you doing?
That was really weird. Two of my drunk friends go into a bathroom together since they both really had to pee. I have a question right there, but I'll pause and
ready.
One starts peeing and the other can't hold it, so he kneels down a bit and tries to pee into the same toilet right behind the first guy between his legs. Now that's a trick shot if I ever heard one before. He peed all over the dude in front of him, as expected. It was funny when they came out of the bathroom laughing and trying to explain themselves from Matt.
Okay, so let's back from Matt. It's from R. Kelly.
Okay, let's back this up. Two drunk people go into a single bathroom stall.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Yeah, look,
it doesn't specify house, so there might actually be at someone's house. I will say, okay, cool, that makes sense. They both had to pee, so one's obviously peeing. The other, rather than getting him to move over a little bit to then pee into the same bowl, which I think we've all done that before. I think that's
the childhood thing.
Cross swords, never cross streams. Obviously, Ghostbusters references. He then tries to do the greatest trick shot, which is basically bend down and aim between the other man's legs. Now, this is only possible on two scenarios. One, your friend is 6'5", and you have a clear window in.
If your friend is Sam Winchester, you might be able to do it.
Two, he has for some reason his pants all the way down, so you have a nice clear line of shot. So he's being like a 4-year-old. Unless those two very specific scenarios are met, this story makes sense in terms of what happened.
Yeah.
Now,
Chris, you're missing the point. There is one thing that makes this very possible. My two very drunk friends.
Yeah, but again, I've been drunk before, and I'm not
drunk. You don't get proper drunk.
That's true.
You can hold your alcohol.
That's true as well.
Like, we actually don't know you're drunk unless you become super helpful.
That is true. I become, for some reason, a butler when I'm drunk. I don't understand that. And
I'm just tested down to, like, because I've been to, when in my younger days, been to places where, girls will squeeze about 7 of them into a freaking cubicle just to, pat their noses and have a chat about, whatever girls talk about. So the fact that there's only 2 of them in the cubicle, I can believe. And look, when you do stupid shit. You're like, hey, I'm just going to go for a pee right here, mate. Just whoops. You know what I mean? Like, you do stupid shit drunk.
I mean, that man's confidence
in
his aim and his plan are literally sensational. LeBron James.
Well, in his head, he probably thought he was doing it. Yeah, it's going through.
Exactly. So, look, power to them for trying. But yeah, it wouldn't have been. I don't think many ladies were picked up after that incident, especially if they had the residue left all over their pants.
Oh, Well, they pick up double the ladies because they're so confident, and they tell their story with such pride.
Well, obviously, it would have been like the naked man, like
works a certain amount of times.
Yeah, 2 hours works.
So they would have just derobed and walked out.
Look,
it works 2 out of 3 times. I
know the confidence. Yeah, look, there's not much more to say about that.
I admire the confidence. Now, do you believe this is a true story, or do you believe it's fictional?
Did it say what country he's from?
United States, I think.
Okay, I was going to say for Australian, it's 100% true.
In the United States as well, definitely true.
I'm going to say it's true because it sounds like something young men would do.
Mm-hmm.
I believe Jamie did that last weekend, but yes, we'll go young men.
Mm-hmm.
There's that look again, Chris.
No, that's what we call his face now. That's just his face.
No, I think I'm going to go with true. And Matt, if you're taking the piss, so to speak, more power to you because we clearly believe that. And I'm not 100% convinced that one of the friends wasn't Matt himself.
I was just about to say that.
Two of my friends.
Yeah, it's a classic.
The detail described in the aimed P shot. The aimed P shot has too much detail. He was in
that cubicle. He was on the grassy knoll. He was in that cubicle when it happened.
It's the classic.
God is my witness.
It's the classic asking for a friend.
Yes. But we do appreciate the story, Matt. Thank you for
yep.
I think in the 1 year that we've been doing this podcast,
we've only had 2. I think we had one way back when.
Well, thank you. And we want you to send more stories, so please do.
Please send them to thetrueandthefictional@gmail.com.
They can be fan fiction, supernatural stories. As Chris likes to say, supernatural incest stories. It can be any kind of story.
And we'll read them and we'll discuss them. And and we'll try to figure out not just what happened. We'll try to put some logic behind the story and try to put ourselves in the shoes of the man.
Or woman.
Or woman.
If you can define one.
Because goddamn that man's confidence. That man's bravado and that man's belief in his accuracy.
Mm-hmm.
And I say to you, kudos to that man.
It's almost, and this is the last thing I'll say, it's almost like when people think they can pull the tablecloth table.
Yeah. I get you.
Or it's almost as if they have this great belief that after 5 amazing seasons, they can write 7 more seasons and still be good.
And that's how you wrap up the episode.
That's how you wrap up the show.
I am logging off and I'm going to pick up where I left off in season 9.
In defiance.
Until next time, everyone.